Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes, presented by Astrology Hub. This is your place to discover how each zodiac sign can work with this week's astrology. I am your host, Jamie Magee, an astrologer, author, and a member of the production team here at Astrology Hub, and I am really excited to dive into this week's astrology with you. Hey there, astrology lovers. Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I'm your astrologer, Jamie Magee, and today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for the week of December 30th through January 5th. Thank you so much for tuning in and happy new year. All right, so this week has a mix of intensity and excitement. The irony is that the themes that come up are so familiar that you may not notice either one of those vibes. Now, last week I mentioned that Venus was meeting up with Pluto. As we step into this week, that energy will intensify. So passion, power, and transformation are in the air. Now, once Venus leaves Pluto, she will enter Aquarius, shifting the way you approach matters of the heart and your values. On another note, the sun will draw attention to the future with a trine to both Uranus and the North Node. All right, with that being said, let's get ready to dive into your sign. Okay, Capricorn, let's take a look at your week. Now, Capricorn, your top three focuses are going to be 1, empowering vitality, 2, tapping into your creativity, and 3, health and wealth. Now, let's talk about why. Now, as you step into the new year, your focus is enriched and full of anticipation. On some level, you may feel as if you've reached the end of a journey or a point where you have no choice but to level up. This can be a very optimistic time, but it largely depends on your perspective. Now, with this energy, focus on running your own race and worry less about what others may think or do. Karma always has the final say, which means ensuring you're in sync with your soul deep values is exactly what you want, where you want your attention to be. Now, speaking of values, as Venus moves into Aquarius, it will be easier to attract wealth. You may also feel the desire to spend what you are attracting. Try to find a balance or a way to lean in towards gains. Your ultimate goal here is to support your overall health and wealth. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aquarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aquarius, your top three focuses are going to be 1, powerful transition points, attraction, leaning into your legacy. Now, let's talk about why. You may feel an underlying tension this week, but it will be hard to pinpoint where it's coming from. If this occurs, the invitation is to turn inward, dial into your body, and follow your triggers. There's something that you are ready to overcome once and for all. Now, the good news is that you have the power to do this. As Venus moves into your sign, you may find that attracting exactly what you need is simply easier, which means this is a good time to focus on the outcomes you want and not the past or what you do not want to happen. Learning from your past and connecting with your roots will help you balance both endings and beginnings. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at your week. Now, Pisces, your top three focuses are going to be 1, shifting social power, 2, reflection, and 3, communication. Now, let's talk about why. Your attention this week is still on the balance of power among your allies, heart, and your dream. Now, reflecting on the journey that led you here will help you learn from both the wins and setbacks that you've experienced. When the opportunity to go inward and reflect arrives, take it. The me time will help you begin to develop a positive mindset and practice that will support you through the very busy months ahead. This is also a great time to lean on your ability to communicate, speak, and listen from the heart. Doing so will heal parts of you that you didn't even know were tender. And even better, it will inspire others to do the same. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aries, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aries, your top three focuses are going to be 1, your reputation, 2, your allies, and 3, resources. Now, let's talk about why. Now, this week could stir up some deep-rooted issues that you have nearly conquered. Something to note is that 2 of the hardest parts of any journey is the beginning and the end. The thing is that endings roar, they make a lot of noise, and beginnings whisper. I want you to keep this in mind this week and try to give your attention to the whispers, yet honor the endings. It's a complicated dance, but with a little charm and the big picture in mind, you can make the most of this transition. Look for new allies, ideas, and a way of approaching a dream that you carry. This will inspire connections that support your values and build your resources. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look at your week. Now, Taurus, your top three focuses are going to be one, stepping onto a stage, two, health and wealth, and three, self expression. Now, let's talk about why. As your ruling planet Venus moves into Aquarius, the spotlight will shift to your reputation and your purpose. It may feel as if all eyes are on you, which means in the coming weeks, getting things to move forward on topics of health and wealth will be easier to accomplish. To make the most of this energy, try to take some time to think about what you want to attract into your life. Overall, this week, you may experience both intensity and inspiration when it comes to the direction that you are headed. So, no matter how this surfaces, the invitation is to notice how far you've come so that you feel empowered to master the next chapter of your life. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at your week. Now, Gemini, your top three focuses are going to be one, deep commitment, two, new horizons, and three, internal breakthroughs. Now, let's talk about why. A lot of this week's energy is internal or private for you, Gemini. The tug of war between what you commit to and who you are as an individual is still lingering in your mind. Now, you may feel as if you will never escape these commitments. And in many ways, that's true, but not in a bad way. The transformation slash breakthrough that you're invited to lean into is to realize where your power resides in these commitments, is to remind you to not be codependent on a person, place, or thing, but instead constructively use the power to grow together. Once you latch onto this thought pattern, you will be able to clearly see the new horizon. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look at your week. Now, Cancer, your top three focuses are going to be one, relationships, two, ending to begin, and three, your dreams. Now, let's talk about why. Your one-to-one commitments could have an extra dose of passion this week. The critical point to note is how balanced or unbalanced this may feel. Learn from your past and make adjustments as needed. If anything feels over the top or heavy, take a step back. Let your emotions level out before you make a final choice. In one way or another, you're entering a period of time that will invite in noticeable transformation. In other words, one phase will end to make room for another. Keep this in mind, especially with your dreams, and lean to those who support the person you are now and who you are becoming. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey, Leo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Leo, your top three focuses are one, health and wealth, two, mind and body, three, communication. Now, let's talk about why. The week ahead will be far from boring, Leo. You will notice an intensity in your day to day routines and how this impacts your sense of power and health. The question is your heart still in it? Noticing how in or out of balance your mind and body feels will help you answer this question. Now, in times of transition, keeping open lines of communication is a best practice to have. Speaking from the heart, but with a healthy boundary, will be a theme for you as Venus moves into Aquarius. However, you must first understand exactly where your heart is. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Virgo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Virgo, your top three focuses are going to be one, passionate creativity, two, health and wealth, and three, breakthroughs. Now, let's talk about why. Tapping into what feeds your heart will continue to be a focus for you this week. However, you may not be able to categorize or organize these emotions easily. The potent energy of this week will make it near impossible to ignore passions, creativity, and where the power lies within these efforts. Listen to the desires that you have. This will help bring a focus to your overall health and wealth, but especially to the work you do, the routines that you have day in and day out. Look for ways to connect with recent past opportunities or notice a brand new one that will give you a healthier balance on topics of health and wealth. A new horizon or an understanding of why you've been drawn to grow will begin to make sense to you once you tap into this energy. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Libra, let's take a look at your week. Now, Libra, your top three focuses are going to be one, home and foundations, two, growing, and three, connecting with your heart. Now, let's talk about why. Your home work life balance is still a heavy topic for you this week. However, your attention may be directed more toward your home. There may be a shift in your life that pulls at your heartstrings. However, this manifests, it's not a new story. It's one you've experienced for a while now. And in a way, you are realizing that you are near the end of this journey. You've grown, and now with lessons in hand, you are stepping out into a new level of awareness when it comes to your heart. As your ruling planet moves into Aquarius, you'll become connected to what brings you joy. Look for fun, creative ways to fill your heart and inspire your life. This will, in turn, open up new horizons that feed your vitality. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at your week. Now, Scorpio, your top three focuses are one, local vibes, two, partnerships, and three, roots and home life. Now, let's talk about why. Communication in your local environment could feel intense at times this week, but if any sign can handle intensity and the power of words, it's you, Scorpio. This is a time to appreciate how much you've grown and avoid falling into another power play or a power trap that distracts you from your goals. New allies in your life will help you do this by inspiring you to lean into the future. Kick off this new year with those that matter the most. Celebrate, rest, and reflect. Doing so will help you clearly see what needs to end so something new can begin. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Sagittarius, your top three focuses are one, health and wealth, two, communication, and three, self esteem. Now, let's talk about why. Themes wrapped around health and wealth will be loud and clear for you this week. Your attention will feel divided between your values and the values of others. Now, when it comes to your values, it's important to remember how powerful and on purpose and on time you are. There's always room for compromise and forgiveness in your heart, Sagittarius, but you want to ensure that your self esteem, and your self worth are not sacrificed in the process. With this in mind, you will be able to ensure both sides of the coin have something to gain. Keep open lines of communication and look for breakthrough new ways to work with your ambitions. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. All right, that is all the signs. I do hope you found some helpful insights and tips that you can work with. Now, just as a reminder, you can still pick up your replay from Astrology Hub's 7th annual forecast event. Not only will you get this amazing replay, you will also get access to yearly horoscopes. There is a video for each and every horoscope sign for the entire year of 2023, and I love it. And you also get access to Astrology Hub's brand new platform that is not public yet, just to those who go to this forecast, Astrologer Connect. Astrologer Connect is one of my favorite places to be lately. It really allows you to connect with notable high quality astrologers, and I love working one-on-one with clients there. Now, to grab your replay and all these goodies, all you need to do is go to astrologyhub.com/2023. Again, that is astrologyhub.com/2023. All right. Have a good one.
My first astrology reading literally changed my life. I was in the midst of a significant dark night of the soul, and that reading gave me the hope and confidence that I needed to continue on my path, no matter how challenging things were. I've had the pleasure of seeing the impact that a high quality reading can have on thousands of our community members. This is why we at Astrology Hub have been working so hard to create a platform where you can find and book astrology readings with the most trusted and experienced astrologers in the world. We've created a new platform called Astrologer Connect, and we've been testing it with our Inner Circle members with great success. So I'm inviting you to get on the waitlist now so you can be first to book when we do open the platform. You can go to astrologyhub.com/readings and secure your spot today. I can't wait to hear your story after you've had the chance to consult with one of our amazing astrologers, many of whom you've met here on the podcast. Getting on the waitlist is completely free and it doesn't bind you to anything. Go to astrologyhub.com/readings today.
Thank you for listening to Astrology Hub Star Sign Horoscopes. If you'd like to easily jump to your personal horoscope, sign up to get a time-stamped star sign episode emailed to you each Friday. Go to astrologyhub.com/star signs and sign up now. That's astrologyhub.com/star signs.